Comic Connoisseurs coming at you again today with the flex off. Just kidding. But we're going to be talking about how to set up our walls, how he sets up his wall, how I set up my wall, and hopefully you guys can respond and show us how you guys set up your stuff, or what kind of cool collections you guys have, and any kind of hidden rooms you have just filled with comic books. But getting into it,
so
how does yours get set up? Because yours is a different texture. What is this?
yeah, so mine is cinder block. And every now and then I come in here and press them down just to make sure they're on there still. But of course, I'm going to be showing you guys in this short clip of me just throwing down the Velcro there that I use. And again, we're going to put up a little screenshot of the Dollar Tree that we could get these at. So that's the Velcro that I use. And then next, you're going to see the super glue that I throw down. And that's also $1, and that comes with 2 of them. So that's super helpful. And then, of course, don't forget the scissors. You're going to need that because these come in two pieces, which I'll show you. You're going to have to cut them apart and stick them. And of course, you got to put your comic down ever so gently. So, of course, you know, if you guys keep up with our videos, you saw I was missing 2 right here. So I just got those, put those in there. And then I'm going to show you guys real quick while we're just going over some stuff.
So
this logo that I'll hang up real quick.
So on, what made you go and get these stickies? Like,
there was this.
What did you try first? Because we couldn't try those tags at first. They were like cinder block.
I think.
So did you just go to the dollar store first and see those, or did you try Walmart?
I think I went to the Dollar Tree first, and I had seen them for some reason because I was getting like car stuff or something. But I was like, damn, with this stick, and I mean, I had no other choice than for $1 shoot. I think I didn't even start with these. Some of my comics still have them, but there was these ones that came in like little squares, individual ones. So they stuck for a good long time, but I'm not gonna lie, I had like 1 or 2 falls. So that's one thing I want to tell you guys is I do use super glue, but it is safe for my wall. I tested it out. I would pull some off, throw some on there, pull it off, make sure that my paint didn't come off, anything like that. So Get Dust is a little different. We'll show that here in a little bit, but of course, make sure you test it somewhere where it doesn't peel off your paint. Make sure that's not a thing. That's always helpful because you don't want to be ruining your walls for the sake of just hanging up comics.
So you said these come in a pack and it's raveled up together, right?
Yeah, and this is like already almost done. This is like maybe a fourth. It comes in, let me see, 30 inches? That's not bad. That's almost 3 feet.
That's a good amount. How many comics do you think you put up with this?
I put up about almost 15.
And you stick how many on each bag? Per
2.
bag, per comic. 2.
Because I kind of eyeball it already because I've been doing it for so long. So I cut off about 1 inch. And then I just go by there. I'll show you guys in a second.
So then whenever there's this little paper thing.
So I get the 2 parts. I showed you guys already that where I cut them up and stuff like that. Hang them on the wall.
And it has this little paper thing. So, man, do you ever get confused on which side to stick down first? How do you make sure that you know?
That's another thing I was going to tell you guys too. Is of course,
on my arm, bro.
Of course, these are Velcro, so you want to get the one that's not coarse, like super. How'd you say that? Like spiky and stuff like that. The soft fabricy part.
The side that hurts.
Yeah, you want to put that part on the comic. So if you ever take your comics and transport them with you, you can take that part off, and it'll be the soft part against the other part of the comic on the plastic, so it doesn't scratch the plastic and leave a bunch of scratch marks.
So you want to lay the soft part down first.
Exactly.
That's smart. Damn, I didn't even think about that.
And again, I've been doing this for so long, I kind of eyeball it, but I make sure that all my stickies, yeah, I got them pretty good, that they're almost exactly 3 fingers away, and that is right there. So, I guess I got pretty good at it already.
So, instead of, does that just hold it better? Why would you go across, like 2 on top? Or not?
What do you mean? I've gone longer, I've gone shorter ones, but I just found that like almost 1 inch, and then just like the smallest dab of super glue, just
dippity dab.
Which I can't find, but I have another one right here.
Open that bad
Oh,
boy
there
up.
we go. You get super glue all over the place.
Cool. Have you tried anything else on the wall though? Besides the tags for these?
I think I tried like double-sided tape, but
Oh yeah, we did try that for a while.
that did not work out too well.
It doesn't stick on this cinder block very well. But as far as my part goes, I am a little bit more simpler. If you're not in a room with a bunch of cinder block and you have a bunch of like drywall. Super cheap. Tickety damn. Slammity damn. Tickety tack. This is what you guys use. You use a bunch of these for how much? $1? $2?
I can't remember. I think so. Something around there.
There'll be a picture showing you where you guys can get these.
Oh yeah, those are actually $1 at the Dollar Tree as well.
So, Dollar Tree. These. And it sticks in super well to the drywall. The only thing I'd be careful of is pressing them on funny where they're bent at an angle and it presses on the comic weird. And then over time you have that weird nail indent from the circular part because you press it in funny. So having that in mind when you're pressing them, it makes these a little hard sometimes. And those see-through ones or the different colored ones where it's an actual tack, I find those a little bit easier, especially with the comics that I like a lot more and that I cherish. So it's a little easier for me to tack them into the wall like that and make sure I'm not going to puncture the comic or mess it up.
Yeah, keep in mind.
Oh, sorry to interrupt the YouTube video, but up to date on my setup. We put a post up on Facebook and somebody commented, for example, on your backs, if you have extra ones to get rid of, like old ones, you're going to double up on the back. Then you're going to put the tack through just like I did. And you're going to slide it right behind your other one. Boom. And it gets rid of the tack. And you don't have to worry about putting that tack mark I was talking about. But, getting back to the video. Enjoy.
Yeah, keep in mind, those are like, the ones that I use, the gold tags are like $1. They're from the Dollar Tree. So I'm like trying to budget on this stuff, but I mean, hey, they hang pretty good. But if, of course, some of them will, like, these, when you try to push them in, like I said, they'll kink and stuff like that. So just be careful with that. And don't push them all the way in, because you'll have like that indent in your bag.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. And then another thing, like, don't get me wrong, you can totally do compass setup here too, but just keep in mind if you have any paint on the wall and you do use a super glue, I don't know, you might peel the paint off your wall. If you're willing to do that, whatever, that's on you. But just keep that in mind. I've also used nails. Nails are good. But if you really want to take off and on your comics, these little tacks or those clear ones are good. As far as getting our setup going and making it look super duper cool with lights, you can pick up some cheap lights at Walmart, right? Walmart has some cheap lights, good lumens. The higher the lumen, the better, and the brighter it is. If you want to, really illuminate your case of comics at night or whatever.
I think you got yours from Walmart. I got a small light from Dollar Tree, but oh yeah, that's what you're asking me. I was like, how I got started with my collection, or how I got started putting them up.
Yeah, so he got one we got recently from Dollar Tree that works pretty good, and it works really well the way he did it with the man things to show them off. Mine, I found some little circular night lights that you click, and I'm going to be messing around with those, but I'll show that right now. Super cool. Like I said, guys, show us your setups, because he asked on Facebook, and man, some of the setups blew us away. We're like, what the hell?
Some of these guys, I don't know what they're using. I saw some guy have even like pull-out drawers of just comics on comics, and some people hang them up the same way, but more on like frames, kind of. I put mine up, and a bunch of people asked me how I was doing it. Believe it or not, mine's probably the cheapest way.
Right? We saw one guy where it's like tilted back.
Oh yeah, he had like a slanted wall.
Yeah, so you're sitting on the couch and you can look up and see all the comments, and it's super cool. But as far as my setup goes, it's really simple. I mean, you can add a bunch of stuff like lights and stuff. You can also set up shelves to show off your comics better. If you have a graded comic, how would you say to hang those? Or would you just keep those on a shelf or in a case?
Yeah, I'd probably, I mean, I have one display that I think we've showed you guys in some of my videos, but I kind of have mine on like hooks that are like that, and it just sits in there. So that's how I display mine. But I'd recommend just keeping those on a shelf, because if one of those falls and you crack that, I need to work one of those out one of these days, those cases, so they're called CGC cases, and you can get those sent out to someone, and they look at it in a super clean room with gloves on and tell you exactly how perfect your comic is still, and they grade it from anywhere from a scale from 0 to 10. So That's pretty cool. I have one, and that's what, a 9.2 over there? So that's pretty cool. We're gonna get you one.
Right, I need to get a grade one. I do have a signed one. You have a few signed ones.
I have, like, I think, like, two or three signed ones. I got for cheap, believe it or not.
The signed ones?
I got that one for like $2. $2 for a signed comic. It's not bad.
Right. Those auctions. You guys go on auctions. Definitely look those out. Look those out. Check those out. Facebook has, if you get in a group like we are, stupid deals. Stupid deals. Or Instagram, like we shouted out a couple people already. Check them out. They always have good deals. They have good comics too.
And don't forget, I have their card right here. Monster Layer Comics.
Yeah, that's one of them.
So don't forget to do that. We get badass comics from that guy, so we'd love to shout that guy out. And man, we're gonna try to meet up with that comic guy today. We missed him last night, but we're gonna try to meet him up today. Make a little short video. Don't forget to follow our Instagram. We're gonna always be posting up stuff on that. So
stay updated with us, guys. Talk to us. Like I said, show us your cool setups. Show us. Talk to us. And hopefully stay tuned to our Instagram. We're gonna hope this guy's gonna make some trades. Hopefully I can let go of some of my precious comics and make some trades. But it'll all be on our Instagram. But stay tuned. Like always, peace, eat.